As you can see, I am doing a lot of very random and old trending topics on my channel just because I have had the idea for a channel for a few years, but then I only started the year after that, so a lot of what I'm doing is an old trend like this one. I'm sure you saw it going around, I would say about 4 years back now. So I just wanted to do this because it seemed fun, and I don't usually do this kind of thing. I've always been very girly with my style, so this is not my first instinct, and I'm going to be just doing my best, maybe showing you the whole process as well, so enjoy! This is my Pinterest board for makeup, and I'm just going to pick out anything that pops out to me that feels like it could be used as a baddie transformation look. I haven't even looked at any inspiration recently prior to this just because it was such an old trend, so I'm just going to be picking out anything that I instinctually think a baddie would put onto their face until all of the tabs are filled up. Now I'm going to eliminate by which is more baddie until I end up with one post only. Okay, it's between this girl and this girl. I'm gonna say this one's more like a goth baddie, so I'm gonna go with her. I think she might be Blasian, which is super cool. Blasians are really pretty. So we're gonna go with this face and see how it goes. I should probably also explain that a baddie is basically someone who kind of looks like a gangster. They're usually Asian, as in the type of vibe that I'm going for at least. Obviously there's kind of gangster baddies in every culture. They can also be called ABGs or LGs, and I feel like I'm going for something that's a combination. I feel like I'm not really going for more of each one. I don't really specifically know in my head the differences between each one, but I'm pretty sure a baddie is different to an LG as far as I know. So we'll see what happens with just how things turn out. I'm doing this one by one, and you guys know my channel is very impromptu and natural, so I haven't thought about this at all, and you guys are just gonna see my process. Because I'm in a meeting right now for an event, this will be a little bit broken up, but I have done the eye makeup, which on Zoom without my glasses it looked okay, but I know that if I look close up in the mirror it's not gonna look good. Just a heads up, I won't be using foundation or lashes just because I am not going to be going out anywhere, and I also don't usually do those things. So I just wanted to keep it simple and very much just going with how I'm vibing for this look. Just put the blush on. Now I'm going to actually film my process. Sorry that the lighting is bad. I wish I had bought the mirror that has the lighting around, but it was a lot more expensive. The next thing I'm going to do is bronzer. I've never really fully properly associated with people who you would consider baddies or LGs. They're people who I've always had mutuals with, and the ones that I have met or been friends with have always, at least to me, seemed like the super nice ones. I feel like they just have a bad reputation for like taking drugs, and I've heard some like really random stories about things like if a girl betrays them, they'll get their biggest guy friends to make them kneel down to them and beg them for forgiveness and steal their wallets and stuff like that. I've just heard really crazy stories. Just like my personality, I feel like is very much not like an LG, but if you had met me before I became a Christian when I was about 13 turning 14, I feel like if I had really gone down the path that I was going towards, that I wouldn't be surprised if I had ended up being one, because it was certainly something that seemed quite appealing to me at the time. So yeah, I wouldn't put it past myself, but because I am a Christian and because I just don't see my lifestyle going that way, yeah, that's just not how I kind of like envision myself. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with like going to raves or anything. Like I think the whole kind of notion about like, oh, you're not a good person if you go like clubbing or like to music festivals or whatever is like bad. It's just like if you do the drug there or if you do anything that is ungodly there, then yeah, that is dodgy. But going to an event is not dodgy at all. So yeah, I'm super like open about that kind of thing, and I'm just not I'm not conservative about that. Pretty much done with the makeup, which I know doesn't look that similar. Here is the makeup close up, which I know looks really bad close up. Like, literally look at this. I know that it's bad, but this is just my very fast attempt at the look. So yeah, I wouldn't go out in public like this, but I've done my best for this video, and let's check out some clothing now. As you can see, the style we're going for is definitely not in my usual Pinterest folder style. I honestly don't really even know or remember how baddies dress anymore. I'm assuming something like this. So they have a bikini top and really cool pants with chains. I'm gonna see if I can find something super similar to this. Here is my outfit. I'm actually wearing a bikini top, and then I'm wearing some pink pants that I have, which are probably the coolest pants that I have. So I'm just gonna show you in the mirror. Excuse my giant tripod, but this is the outfit. Very simple, very kind of just something that I actually wore to the beach a couple months back. I feel like even this is pushing it for something that a baddie would wear. I feel like not many people would. Like, maybe they would replace the pants with something baggier and darker. I feel like not many baddies wear pink because it is so much more on the girly side. But this is what I did based on the inspiration of the photo anyway. We're gonna go with just kind of like, I was thinking about hair, and because I'm not good at styling at all, I feel like a lot of people do just leave their hair out, or I've seen a lot of them do high ponytails like this. Also, a disclaimer for my channel, you're always going to be seeing my armpit hair because I personally don't care. If I did a high pony, it would look something like this. And yeah, that is honestly pretty much it, because I feel like they don't do a lot with piercings. It's always just like very simple diamonds, and they probably have more than one piercing in the ear. I only have 4 altogether, both in my bottoms. So they would probably wear sneakers with this fit, but because I don't have a proper mirror and good lighting to show you, I don't want to bother putting on the shoes. Putting on my glitter lip gloss, because that's what the makeup photo girl had on. And this is my look. This is me as a toned down baddie, a very lazy, toned down, I'm just filming this for a video and staying at home version of being a baddie. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too boring. I know that I am pretty much just uploading these videos for fun, and not many people will even watch them. So this is entirely for fun. I feel like on this channel I can still post on social media and do what I love through that, but at the same time not feel like I'm constantly being judged, because this is a safe space for me at the moment with just me sharing the link to my private account. So it feels very much like I can be myself. So if you are watching this and maybe we don't know each other that well, this is my true self, not who you see on my main Instagram, maybe not even who you see on my private Instagram sometimes, although I would say my private Instagram is like very, very genuine. I feel like there's so many facets to a person, and this is my YouTube self, I guess, which is at the moment a very genuine version of myself, so that's nice. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I'll probably take a few photos now so that this didn't go to waste.